2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And he's picked out the run. Space for him to turn and look. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Kone. Bellingham supplying the width on this right-hand side.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Rodrigo. Oh, what a ball! Looking to play him in. Rodrigo showed plenty of zest in deep. And here's Rodrigo. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Great defending, strong and determined. Svila gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Roma really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And it's Cristante.
Roma appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
And again they run up against stubborn defending. Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Marlon.
They'll want to make...
It does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, that was coming, Peter.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the expert... This is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim, but...
Well, it's Rodrigo!
Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with
it.
Sule certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Nicely weighted ball. Now there's a fine ball. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. Now then, the ball's come loose. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. Foot in. Referee has just said play on. Pellegrini. Now it's Rodrigo. Looking for options for movement. Rudiger makes the interception. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Still goalless at the moment. Looking for the run. Now it's Marlon. And he's in on... He's Harrier hit! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham gets on his bike and on the move. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's dealt with that really well. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rodrigo. He's in a... Mbappe! And it's come back out to him. A real chance and a real let-off.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Hey. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Kone. Hurted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem...
And the shot!
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Marlen. Great vision. This looks promising. It's made its way to him, and he was alert to it. Oh, strongly challenged there. Good effort from distance. Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for it.
Second half very soon. Down to business again.
Roma really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now, can they get it back?
And that comes as a very well...
Now, can they get it back?
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The invitation has been some goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
He's gone for goal! Oh, screamer! About as smooth as it gets. Into the lead once more. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible.
Valverde! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Cristante. He's going to be disappointed with that. Hermoso. Kone. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pellegrini has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. The pass has gone astray.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Where it came from. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Now it's Pellegrini. Pinches it off him. Rodrigo. Hermoso. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Rudiger. Marlen picks it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Looking to play him in. Takes a shot! And there's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, this poses a very interesting...
And the shot! It's a goal! And they're back in front! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever.
Mbappe, he's through on goal here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Ndika gets across to intercept that. Well, that's well spotted. Knocks it into space. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Roma really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And another try! That was superb goalkeeping!
Rodrigo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Pellegrini getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's quick to return it. Chance! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, look, let me tell you that when you're receiving a ball from behind, when you're on the move like that, can be very tricky to negotiate, but
And Dybala! Oh, that was no routine save.
Paulo Dybala clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Great ball if he can get there. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Kone. Dybala. He's through here. Oh, that's a key interception. That's that, the end. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on.
Oh, he's having a go! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Cristante, he won't be happy with that one. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter...
Goes for the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. He's having a pop! Oh, that was no routine save.
Herrera's clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Pellegrini. Now it's Marlon. Great vision. Always onto this. Dybala! Chouameni. Bellingham. Valverde.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Mbappe. And he's lost his man here. And he's there to belt it away. Nice bit of trickery. Strong running down that left flank. And he decides to cross it. And he's gone looking for safety. Rodrigo tries to pass it through, and they can counter here. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
It's anyone's ball now. And he's cut it out. Cristante. Now it's Kone. Looks a good ball through. Finds himself. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The major moment in the game. He scores for sure! Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Madrid have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Marlon. Now it's Sule. Carreras cuts it out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Chance! It's their second corner of the game. Ndika getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rodrigo. Good ball, good take. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Takes a shot. Brilliant from Valverde. About as smooth as it gets. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to... Oh, what has happened here? Big chance! And that's another fine save. Madrid have their third corner. That's a decent clearance. Well, that is one way to stop him. And now they can spring out of defence. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Marlon really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Dybala. Great chance! Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Mbappe running with the ball. He welcomes it in, and Mbappe. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's really well manoeuvred. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Rudiger gets it away. Rodrigo. No way through. And the referee has blown for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Second period then underway. Rodrigo. He's having a hit! Mancini. Kone. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Pellegrini. Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. Not a hint of offside here. That's an excellent interception.
Marlon, clearly.
He'll try from distance! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Pellegrini actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Soulé. Looking to play him in. Now it's Dybala. He is through here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then. And Dybala! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Alexander-Arnold clears it away. Not the most accurate pass. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Aims beyond the defence. So we've reached the hour mark. Vinicius Junior. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Marlon. And he's picked out the run. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rodrigo. Good effort from distance. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Knocks it into space. That has ended up in no man's land. Tchouaméni. And smartly reclaimed. And it's Tchouaméni looking to pass their way up the pitch. Takes the shot! Oh, cracking effort.
Mbappe certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Soulé. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking for options for movement. Oh, super ball. Dybala! Another big chance that gets away.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Played out towards the right wing. He's shifting through the gears here. Alexander-Arnold clears without hesitation. And it's Cristante.
Roma really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Now it's Pellegrini. Tries to play it through. Mancini. Now, what about a counter-attack? Mancini. And the pass is intercepted. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it.
Chance for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Marlen, played into space. Pass somewhat off target. That has not gone well. Valverde. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Showing good feet. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So that was the second half.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. Oh, Red, nice interception. Indica. There's a sharp little ball here. Soule receives it in a wide position. Tries a shot! It's loose and... Oh, he's been caught napping! Soule tries one from range! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Cristante has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Vinicius Junior. That looks a decent ball. Now it's Soule. Can he get on the end of this? Vinicius Junior. Not the most accurate pass. Chouameni. Rodrigo. Oh, shooting chance! Pellegrini. Now it's Marlen.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Well, that pass isn't the best.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's tidy. And the shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. And it is half-time in extra time. So those 15 minutes have flown by. Limbs now and heads indeed at the point of exhaustion. How will this end?
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18, numero 14.
And so the last chance to find a winner.
Numero 5.
Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give?
Il numero 92, El Shaarawy. Il numero 3, il numero 24, il numero 20.
He plays one through.
Sostituzione.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Can he spark a counter here? That's been cut out, well played. Nicely weighted ball. No, that's been intercepted. Now, can they get him away? And it's El Shaarawy. Rudiger kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that's been won straight back. And Dybala! And that is wildly off target.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Brahim Diaz. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Shapes to shoot! Cleared away. The ball has bounced loose now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Could be danger here. He's picked his way through. Real chance here. And the counter is on. There it is, the whistle. No avoiding penalties. 90 minutes and then another 30, and Jim, here we are.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So time to shake the weariness out of those limbs and to engage with focus. It's penalty kicks. So spot kicks imminent. Dybala to get things going. And he does it with poise.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Up steps the man with the armband. And he makes it one each. A swift riposte. Dovbyk, second to go. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Vinicius Junior, second in line for them. Oh, it's a really good save. That is how you answer the call.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat. I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Bellingham, the third man up.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
El Shaarawy is fourth up.
I didn't think his body language looked great. Well, I think he's overestimated the keeper's reach then.
Goooo is the fourth man to step forward for them.
And in trying to ensure his spot kick, maybe he got a tad nervy.
Now it is the turn of the captain. Oh, the upright and back out.
It's a brave attempt, but he really should be getting it on target.
Svila facing match point. Oh, he saved it! And the drama continues. A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men.
Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there. We're talking about a pressure penalty.
And that is the end of that.
Oh, just allow me to get my breath back a little here, Peter. What an ending. Fantastic.
So in the end, they just about prevailed. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands. Rodrigo! Oh, split-second reaction.
Rodrigo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Tries one from range. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Carreras really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Mancini. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
Vinicius Junior really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again,
he'll try from distance! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
Tries to thread one through. Tries a shot! And it's a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Nicely spread. He's shifting through the gears here. And here's Rodrigo. Oh, just skips past his man. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. Oh, he's missed it.
Oh, he never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
That has not gone well. Valverde. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Valverde actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. That has been cut short. That pass isn't the best. And it's Valverde. Cristante does well to get it back. Cristante. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, they can break here. Vinicius Junior. Cristante gets a foot in here. Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intention. Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Knocks it out wide. Back towards the middle. Chance, surely! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0. Vinicius Junior.
Now that's a fine challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see. And he's decided to go for it. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid have their third corner. And he's there to clear it. Decent chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Indica, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now this could be a chance. Indica did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh no, what has happened here? That's very neat. And it's Cristante.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rodrigo is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Vinicius Junior, and this is Dybala. Valverde looking to pass their way up the pitch. Mbappe is onto... He's going for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Marlen looking for options for movement. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Rodrigo, and the shot! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The team separated by the tiniest of margins at the break. Goes for the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, that's delightful. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And it's Pellegrini. Cristante, looking to play him in. Cristante showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Rodrigo. He steps in, and that's the end of that. This might... And a chance! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And he skips past his man. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he was alert to it.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made...
He's having a pop! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Hermoso spots it and intercepts. Now it's Sumpa. Oh, he's having a go! He's got away with one there. Hermoso. Well read, nice interception.
Valverde.
And he's intervened well there.
Rodrigo.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's having a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Knocks it into space. Can he get it through? Now it's Dybala. Tries to play it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Eder Militao. Bellingham. It's a pretty loose pass. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Pass is just off target.
Valverde.
Has a look and plays it forward. Nicely weighted ball.
Cristante.
Dybala has found the net here, of course. Now that looks a decent ball.
Might want to be careful there. Roma really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Valverde.
Rodrigo. Aimed beyond the defence. Alexander-Arnold. This is a promising build-up. It's a sharp pass. And this is Dybala. He might be in here. Well, played right into his path. Shapes to shoot!
Valverde.
And now the breakaway. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game.
And he shoots! Well taken goal. And the comeback is complete. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Madrid with the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on? This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Eder Militao goes long. Well, we expected better, and so did he. They want to be quick to recover this. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Marlon was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Well, he certainly wasn't in.
He's gone for goal. Gave it a go, but off target. Rudiger is there, and he can pick it up. And that is as far as it goes. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So straight into the action. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the...
Shoots! What a wonderful goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first...
Takes a shot! Well taken goal. Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Tchouaméni cuts it out.
Soulé clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Dybala. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah,
Vinicius Junior!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And this is Dybala.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pellegrini, out towards the flank. And he's had it nicked away. Mbappe ventures forward. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Cristante. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Rodrigo.
Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicked it back promptly, and the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Bellingham trying to keep this in.
Roma are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rodrigo, given the lift of his goal. He's going for goal!
Great effort, but no way through.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has ended up in no man's land. But that has not gone well. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. That is lovely. Kone. Big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. Keeper has taken decisive action. Mbappe driving on and making good progress. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Knocks it out wide. Soulé. Nice control. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now and a chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Rodrigo.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe, he's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Nicely weighted ball. And it's half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be. But they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out.
And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Kone. Mancini. Kone. And they win it back again. Bellingham. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And that pass just didn't quite work. Marlon going after that.
Madrid have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Marlon. Rodrigo.
Mbappe. Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Tries one from range. They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Vinicius Junior! And he should have made it 4.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Almost an hour gone.
80.113 spettatori.
Now it's Marlon. Alexander-Arnold. And Rodrigo. Goes for goal! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Madrid really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Rodrigo. Bellingham. Ndika kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bellingham, and the shot! He's beaten the... and it's in! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. Bellingham at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Great chance! And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Marlon. Rodrigo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's a key interception. And he skips past his man. No, it's come to nothing.
Rodrigo.
Vinicius Junior. Madrid claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. He's having a pop! So, third corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. And now they can... And the shot! Oh, denied at the last. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Kone. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rodrigo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Eder Militao gets across and deals with it. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, it's come loose. Kone looking to play him in. Threads one in. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's Dybala. Carreras kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Rodrigo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Pinches it off him. And he's managed to get free. Cristante. Now it's Dybala. Can he get it through? And he shoots! Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Drama over the penalty spot. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Always goal side. 2 minutes to be added on. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Paulo
Dybala! He scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Eder Militao has been caught there, it's a foul. Soulé. It's a lovely, neat pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Roma clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Dybala. Soulé. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Valverde. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, they've got it again. And Alexander-Arnold. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Marlon. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kone. Ball swung in. But that has been knocked clear. And they can counter here. Oh, now he can run away with it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That is ended up in no man's land. Valverde. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. He's had a shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Valverde certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Chouameni. Ball's gone out of play. Looking for the run. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so... Tries from distance. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Carreras. Chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Kone. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Soulé. And that is a little undercooked. Cristante. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Can he get on the end of this? And that was asking for too much. Well, there's tries one from range. Oh, well hit, very well hit, actually. And he was quick to react. Knocks it into space. Picked out brilliant. And a chance! In he goes again. And it's in! Two to the good. And they are purring. Absolutely purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Mancini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Quality ball. And here's Rodrigo. It's come to nothing. Kone. Pellegrini. Rodrigo. Oh, slows for a shot! And that's a good finish. Half-time imminent. What a time to score. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Nicely weighted ball. Showing great feet there. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Mancini. And it's Kone. No, that was never going to make it. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. The second half is up and running. Dybala. Now it's Mbappe. He's having a pop! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Marlon. Mbappe. And it's Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Rodrigo. Valverde. He's on it, can he get... Shoots! Oh, good finish! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, that's ambitious. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that has been cleared.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
So we've reached the hour mark.
80.953 spettatori.
Great vision. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. Couldn't squeeze it through. Can he get it through? And the finish! And that's a tidy finish. And again they hit the front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Madrid really are going for it here, Peter.
Just the keeper in his way. And the shot! And it's in! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty.
So a big, big chance now from 12 yards.
Courtois to save this spot kick and his team. He has missed it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Cristante gathers from the goal kick. And this is Dybala. He's found a way through. And Dybala! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Oh, he's having a go! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Madrid are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. There they go, hunting again.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. It's just beyond his reach. Carreras is there to clear. Rodrigo, and he's intervened well there. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now, can they get him away? Pellegrini showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rudiger cuts out the pass. And here's Soule. Now it's Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. Threads one in. Mbappe! Great strike. A test for the keeper.
Madrid certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Chouameni. Just 5 minutes left. Passing nice and neat. He's having a hit! And that is doing no harm at all. Valverde. Now it's Bellingham, and he's managed to get free. That's the keeper's ball.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Looking to play him in. Kone. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And it's Pellegrini. Over to the right flank. Flashes it across.
Well played and well cleared.
Nicked it back promptly. Can he finish? Oh, almost a 6th. Tries to play it through. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
So straight into the action. Vinicius Junior. Cristante. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Roma clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Bellingham powering forward here. Bellingham! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Bellingham is offering a right smile there.
And the shot! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pellegrini. Dybala. Pellegrini. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Kone. Now it's Rodrigo. Now then, the ball's come loose. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Eder Militao. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Pellegrini.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He is through here. The ball has bounced loose now. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. And we have our very first corner.
Well, there's the clearance. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Rodrigo. It's a pretty loose pass. And he skips past his man. And here's Rodrigo. He's having a shot! Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Dybala.
Roma are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Ball's gone out of play. He's having a hit! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Madrid really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
He's beaten the last man. And that's a good ball. And a chance! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now this could be a chance. Oh, a gilt-edged chance! Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're threatening to fly away here. That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Hermoso. And it's Code. Now that looks a decent ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Just the keeper in his way. Real chance! Oh, good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. He goes for a shot! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Madrid really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Traoré. Mbappe! And a neat finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And he cuts out the supply. And the referee says that that is that for the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And so the action is resumed. 45 minutes to change their fate.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there, you know.
Vinicius Junior. Cristante. That has not gone well. He's got away. Can he finish? Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
There's the shot! Kone gets it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Takes a shot! And the keeper's well positioned.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Pass somewhat off target.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Kone. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Looking for the run. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's well positioned here. Tries a shot! Oh, denied at the last.
Roma certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Eder Militao clears. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And the finish! Oh, terrific save.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
So their fourth corner of the game. Eder Militao gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And it's Valverde. Soulé. Vinicius Junior. And the shot! It's a goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't...
Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
That is a brilliant interception, and that has put paid to that.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rodrigo, and there's the shot!
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rodrigo! Oh, that's fabulous! Shoots! And he's stuck it away! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. and things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Cristante kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kone. Marlon receives it in a good position here. Marlon unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Valverde. That ball looks a good one. It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, that pass isn't the best. Marlon, he has found the way through. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's good running with the ball. He has a look up. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Can he stop it going out? Carreras. Has to go back here. Passes short and sharp. Decent chance! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Svila must save this. Terrific save by Svila. He has spurned it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game. A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
They've played it short. Marlon. Time added on 4 minutes. And there goes the final whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Dybala! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Valverde knocks it into space. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Paulo Dybala. His game's all about control and subtlety, rather than power and strength. But that doesn't make it any less effective. He goes past defenders with a couple of...
Oh, shooting chance! There it is!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only...
And again! Oh, it's taken a touch!
Madrid would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Passes. Can he finish? It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Rodrigo, and here's Mbappe. He might be in here. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He'll try from distance. Now, in he goes again! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're threatening to fly away here. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Sule. He's through here. Can he finish? And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. And we have our very first corner. Madrid, and the finish! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
It's their second corner of the game. Dybala plays it short. Pinches it off him. And now they can spring out of defence. And Mosso makes the interception. And he's picked out the run. Just the keeper in his way. Big chance! And no mistake. They are purring, truly purring. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Cristante, Carreras calmly anticipates. Threads one in. Eder Militao cuts it out. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bellingham. Here's Tchouaméni. Pellegrini producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Cristante. Can he get onto this? Cristante. Aimed beyond the defence. Carreras. Vinicius Junior. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Bellingham. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for options for movement. That has been slung wide. Tchouaméni. Mbappe. Well, that is one way to stop him. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And Mosso kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Marlon. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni.
Ci saranno 3 minuti
And
di
it's
recupero.
Bellingham. Now it's Dybala. Oh, strongly challenged there. Nicely aimed pass. Now, can they get him away? Mancini kept his eye on it, and he's there.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. We're on the move again.
Roma really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
He won't be happy with that one. Pellegrini tries to play it through. Chouameni, and he's got the beating of his man. And there's green grass ahead of him. Dybala finds himself offside. Svila gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Hermoso, Soulé, some resolute defending there. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Cristante. And here's Marlon. Pellegrini, and he shoots! Goal! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. And he was quick to react. Valverde.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Hermoso and Mancini played into space.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314
Looking to play it
spettatori.
in. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mbappe, he is through here. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Svila clearly engaging in mind games here. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of it.
Tries one from range. Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
That's been slipped through. Rodrigo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rudiger is the guilty party there. This might spell danger. Vinicius Junior. Madrid have a free kick. Carreras. Vinicius Junior finding himself in space. Great chance! And that has faded wide.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That's a little off target. Pellegrini does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Roma clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Chouameni is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the...
And Dybala! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Roma certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Pellegrini! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. And he gets rid in a hurry. He's going for goal! Rodrigo, and the counter is on.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Pellegrini. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Great vision. Now it's Soule. Now it's Rodrigo. Mbappe goes for a shot! He's got a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Mancini gets over and intercepts. Hermoso. And they can counter here. Marlon. Now, can they get him away? Courtois claims comfortably. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And it's Valverde. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable,